Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you work, your financial situation never seems to improve? Drop a yes in the comments if this sounds like you. You save, you invest, you try everything you're told, but the money just doesn't seem to stick. Well, what if I told you that financial freedom isn't just about numbers, but about mastering your mindset, your behavior, and your emotions around money? What if I told you that everything you've been taught about money is completely wrong? Stay with me, and I'll show you why. Today, we're diving into the powerful lessons from The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. Lessons that could change your entire financial future. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll have actionable tools to take control of your finances. Chapter 1. The Power of Financial Behavior over Intelligence. It's not about being the smartest person in the room. It's about managing your behavior. We often think that financial success comes from having the best investment strategies or the highest IQ, but that's not it. It's about how we behave with money. You don't need to be a genius to build wealth. What you need is discipline, patience, and emotional control. How many of you have ever thought that intelligence is the key to financial success? Type yes if you've always believed that. I'll show you why behavior is the real game changer. I'll give you a personal example. Remember the first time you made an impulsive purchase and regretted it later? That's the emotional side of money at play. We all do it. But imagine this. You learn to pause before making a decision. You start thinking, do I really need this? Can I live without it? That simple behavior change is what will make you wealthier in the long run. What if I told you that your financial success depends more on your habits than your IQ? Stick with me as I explain why behavior trumps intelligence every time. Warren Buffett didn't build his fortune by making a few good investments. He became wealthy by consistently making sound decisions, staying disciplined, and managing his emotions when the market dropped. So here's the question for you. Can you master your emotions around money? By the end of this video, I'll share a personal story of how changing my financial behavior completely transformed my life. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. Chapter 2. Understanding the role of luck versus risk. Luck undoubtedly plays a role in the wealth building process. But success isn't just about random chance. In fact, while luck can present opportunities, it's the ability to manage and take calculated risks that truly drives financial success. Quick question, do you think luck or risk plays a bigger role in financial success? Type luck or risk in the comments. I'm curious to hear what you think. Let's consider the case of Bill Gates. It's true that he is exceptionally intelligent, but his timing and access to the early personal computer revolution in the 1970s were just as crucial to his success. If Gates had been born a decade earlier or later, he might not have had the same fortune. What if I told you that luck has almost nothing to do with financial success, and it's all about how you manage risk? Let's dive into why taking calculated risks is the real secret. But here's the thing. While luck can provide a window of opportunity, the key to wealth lies in how you handle risk. Think about an investor who decides to bet everything on a single stock. When that stock crashes, it may seem like a bad decision, but it was just a high-risk bet. The real question is, how do you prepare for these inevitable risks? The answer: diversify your investments. Spread your risk across different assets to reduce the likelihood of a major financial loss. It's essential to balance risk-taking with risk management. I'm about to share the steps you can take today to reduce unnecessary risk and make smarter decisions. But here's the thing, you have to act fast. Moreover, when things go wrong, and they will, don't panic. Staying calm under pressure allows you to pivot, reassess, and make informed decisions. Risk is unavoidable, but if you make smart decisions, your risk can be minimized and even become a source of opportunity. It's the disciplined investor who flourishes over time, not the one who relies on luck alone. We often hear that wealth is tied to how much money you make, but the true secret to wealth is how much you keep. This concept of living below your means might sound simple, but it's one of the most powerful financial principles that the rich follow. Many lottery winners who suddenly find themselves with millions end up broke because they never learned the art of managing money wisely. they let their spending increase with their income, falling into the trap of lifestyle inflation. Instead of living for the present, consider your future. Would you prefer to enjoy a lavish lifestyle for a few years, only to be left with nothing later? Or would you rather enjoy long-term financial freedom? Living below your means doesn't necessarily mean depriving yourself. It means being intentional with your spending and prioritizing your financial future. Even as your income grows, continue to keep your expenses in check. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of higher salaries or bonuses, but those who amass lasting wealth resist the urge to inflate their lifestyle accordingly. They understand that by saving and investing wisely, they can achieve financial independence much earlier. This superpower isn't about denying yourself small luxuries. It's about striking a balance that allows you to accumulate wealth over time while still enjoying life in moderation. Compounding is often referred to as one of the most powerful concepts in personal finance, but many don't fully understand its potential. Most people have heard of compound interest, but they may not grasp just how transformative it can be for their wealth-building journey. If you start investing $500 per month at an 8% return rate at the age of 20, by the time you're 60, you'll have nearly $1.4 million. But if you start investing at 30, that same $500 per month only grows to about $600,000 by the time you're 60. Think of compounding as a snowball rolling down a hill. At first, the snowball is small, but as it continues to roll, it gathers more snow and accelerates in size and speed. In financial terms, this means that small, consistent investments made early on can snowball into enormous wealth. Each year that passes, your money works harder for you, generating returns not just on your initial investment, but on the returns that have already accumulated. Many people make the mistake of waiting for the perfect moment to start investing, but time waits for no one. The real power of compounding lies in starting early and making consistent contributions, no matter how small. Chapter 5: The Freedom That Money Buys. When we think about the ultimate goal of wealth, it's not about material possessions or luxury items, it's about freedom. Financial independence gives you the ultimate power, the ability to choose how you spend your time. Imagine waking up each day knowing you have the freedom to decide what you want to do with your day, without the pressure of a boss or deadlines. That's the real prize that money can buy. Do you believe money can buy freedom? Type yes if you agree, or no if you think it's just about security. Let's explore why money gives us more freedom than we think. Consider someone who works a job they despise but feels trapped by their paycheck. They are forced to wake up each day, follow a rigid schedule, and sacrifice their time in exchange for money. But over time, they save, invest, and build enough wealth to free themselves from the need to work for a paycheck. This is the essence of financial independence, having enough assets that generate passive income. What if I told you that financial freedom isn't about buying luxury items? It's about having the freedom to make choices that align with your values. Stick around to see how money can give you that power. Money doesn't guarantee happiness, but it does provide the freedom to live life according to your own desires and values. With financial freedom, you have the ability to spend more time with loved ones, pursue hobbies and passions, and travel the world. It's about taking control of your time and shaping your life in a way that aligns with your personal goals. Money may not be the end-all, but the freedom it affords is priceless. At the end of this video, I'll show you how I use financial freedom to pursue my passion and live life on my own terms. Don't miss it. Chapter 6: The Emotional Roller Coaster of Investing. Let's be honest, investing can feel like an emotional roller coaster. When the market takes a dip, it's easy to panic. The fear of losing money takes over, and suddenly the thought of selling everything feels like the only option. We've all heard stories of investors who sold out at the worst possible time, only to see their investments recover and grow shortly afterward. So, how do you avoid making that mistake? How many of you have ever panicked during a market drop? Type yes if you've experienced that emotional roller coaster. Let's talk about how to handle it. Take Warren Buffett, for example. He's famous for saying, "The stock market is a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient." Warren has lived through multiple market crashes and economic downturns. Yet he always sticks to his strategy, buying solid companies and holding them for the long term. He's not interested in the short-term fluctuations that can make the market feel like a thrill ride. Instead, he focuses on the long-term potential. And it's not just Buffett. Remember the 2008 financial crisis? Many people sold their investments in a panic, fearing the worst. But those who stuck with their investments and rode out the storm were the ones who saw the greatest returns when the market rebounded. It's all about sticking to your plan and not letting short-term emotions dictate your decisions. What if I told you that the biggest mistake investors make is letting emotions drive their decisions? Stick with me to find out why staying calm is the key to long-term success. You don't have to be a billionaire like Buffett to follow his advice. I can tell you from personal experience that sticking with your investment strategy through tough times is key. I remember when I first started investing, I was shaken by a market drop. It was easy to think I'd lost everything, but instead of reacting emotionally, I kept my eye on the long-term picture. Over time, that decision paid off. The most successful investors, whether they're seasoned pros or beginners, don't get swept up in the drama. They understand that market fluctuations are a natural part of the process. It's the ability to keep your emotions in check and stay committed to your plan that makes all the difference. Investing is not about timing the market, but about time in the market. If you can ride out the emotional highs and lows, you'll be in a much better position in the long run. Stick around, because at the end of this video, I'll reveal the technique that helped me stay calm during my first market crash. It changed the way I invest forever. We live in a world obsessed with instant gratification. We want everything now, whether it's a quick promotion, a new gadget, or a fast track to wealth. But when it comes to building lasting wealth, patience is key. Look at Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon. Bezos started Amazon in 1994, but it didn't turn a profit for nearly 7 years. In fact, during its early years, Amazon was losing money, but Bezos had a vision. He knew that the road to long-term success required time, patience, and a focus on the bigger picture. Do you believe patience is a key ingredient for wealth? Drop a yes if you think patience is crucial, or no if you're all about quick returns. This is something I've learned through my own experiences. When I first started my business, things didn't happen overnight. There were months of struggle, those moments when I thought about giving up. But like Bezos, I kept my eyes on the long-term goal. I stayed committed to my vision, even when the results weren't immediately apparent. Slowly but surely, the pieces began to fall into place. The early struggles were just part of the process, and over time, the persistence paid off. What if I told you that true wealth is built slowly, over decades, not overnight? Let me explain why patience is the most underrated skill in building wealth. True wealth isn't about hitting it big with one lucky break. It's about building something that lasts, whether it's through consistent investments, growing a business, or steadily saving over the years. When you look at the world's wealthiest individuals, the common thread is patience. Warren Buffett, for example, didn't become rich by making quick, high-risk bets. Instead, he made smart, steady investments in companies he believed in, knowing that his wealth would grow over decades. At the end of this video, I'll share the mindset that helped me stick to my long-term goals, even when things didn't seem to be moving fast enough. Building wealth requires persistence, an unwavering commitment to your plan, and the ability to weather setbacks. There will be tough days when progress feels slow, but that's when patience matters most. The key is to stay the course, trust the process, and believe that your efforts will compound over time. As you see small wins accumulate, your confidence will grow, and that long-term wealth will become a reality. Chapter 8: Building a Business for True Independence. While saving and investing are crucial for financial growth, to truly achieve financial independence, you need to create something of your own, a business. This is where the real freedom lies. Look at Elon Musk. Musk didn't build his fortune by investing in stocks. He created Tesla, SpaceX, and other ventures. Each of these companies generates massive income and has redefined entire industries. By creating businesses that serve a unique purpose, Musk has been able to achieve a level of financial independence few can match. How many of you have ever dreamed of owning your own business? Type ME if you've ever thought about it. And let's talk about how to make that dream a reality. Starting a business can be challenging, but it's also the best way to unlock multiple streams of income, build wealth, and take control of your financial future. It's about creating something that works for you. Think about how so many people are able to escape the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle by launching businesses. Whether it's through freelancing, e-commerce, consulting, or even content creation. The beauty of owning a business is that you can leverage your skills, ideas, and resources to generate income while also building something meaningful. What if I told you that building a business is the most powerful way to achieve true financial freedom? Stick with me as I show you why. I've seen this firsthand in my own journey. It wasn't always smooth sailing, and there were many times when I doubted myself. But the moment I made the shift from relying solely on a paycheck to building something that could generate income outside of traditional work, everything changed. There's a level of freedom that comes from knowing your income isn't dependent on one employer or one source. To achieve true financial independence, you need to stop thinking of money as something that comes from one paycheck to the next and start thinking of it as something you can generate by creating value for others. Building a business may require sacrifice, hard work, and perseverance, but the payoff, whether financial or personal, is worth it. And unlike relying solely on investments or a traditional job, a business can continue to generate income for you, even when you're not actively working. At the end of this video, I'll reveal the first step you need to take to start building your business and taking control of your financial future. You won't want to miss it. In the end, financial independence is about taking control of your life. When you build a business, you not only unlock the potential for wealth, but also gain the freedom to live life on your terms. This is where the power truly lies, when your money starts working for you, not the other way around. Chapter 9. The dangers of comparison and social pressure. One of the biggest traps we fall into in today's world is comparing ourselves to others. It's so easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle of social media, where people often share only the highlights of their lives. It can feel like everyone else is living their best life, and if we don't match up, we might feel inadequate. This is what I call the keeping up with the Joneses trap. You've probably seen it, someone posting their new luxury car or a vacation on a tropical island. You start thinking, I should be doing that too. The pressure builds and you might make a financial decision based on someone else's life. How many of you have ever felt pressure to keep up with others financially? Drop a yes if this sounds familiar. Let's talk about how to break free from comparison. But here's the thing, your financial journey is unique to you. Everyone has different circumstances, goals, and timelines. It's easy to fall into the trap of wanting what others have. Doing so often leads to stress, frustration, and poor decisions. Think about someone who feels the need to buy that expensive car just because their friend has one, or takes a lavish vacation they can't afford, all to keep up with appearances. What they don't realize is that these decisions can quickly lead to debt, financial strain, and regret. I've seen this happen to people around me. I remember one friend who got caught up in buying designer clothes, upgrading her car every year. She was going on extravagant vacations just to fit in. Over time, she found herself buried in credit card debt and struggling to make ends meet. She was chasing an illusion, trying to keep up with others' lifestyles without considering her own financial health. What if I told you that comparing yourself to others is one of the biggest traps in personal finance? Let me show you why focusing on your own journey is key. True wealth doesn't come from trying to impress others. It comes from knowing your own values, understanding your financial goals, and setting clear boundaries. Instead of focusing on what others are doing, focus on what's right for your situation. Trust your own path. Take your time. Never let external pressures push you to make decisions that aren't aligned with your financial goals. When you stop trying to keep up with others, you'll find that you're actually one step ahead. That's the true power of financial independence. Making decisions that are right for you. Stay tuned because at the end of this video, I'll show you how I stopped comparing myself to others and found my own path to financial freedom. Chapter 10, the role of patience in financial growth. In today's fast-paced world, patience is often an underrated virtue. We live in a society that craves instant gratification, whether it's the quick satisfaction of a social media like or the immediate delivery of an online purchase. We want results now, but when it comes to building wealth, that instant gratification mindset can be a huge obstacle. Financial success is rarely the result of a quick fix or an overnight windfall. Instead, it's the outcome of years of consistent effort, smart decisions, and patience. How many of you struggle with impatience when it comes to growing your money? Type yes if you wish things would move faster. Let's talk about why patience is critical. One of the best examples of this is Warren Buffett. Often considered one of the greatest investors of all time, Buffett didn't get rich by chasing after quick profits or getting lucky with high-risk investments. He built his fortune over decades, focusing on long-term investments that would grow steadily. While others were tempted to chase short-term gains, Buffett remained patient, sticking to his investment philosophy. And today, his wealth is the result of compounded growth from decisions made years ago. I remember a time when I was impatient with my own investments. I wanted to see immediate returns, and when things didn't move quickly, I started to second-guess myself. But then I realized that wealth is not built in a day, week, or even a year. It takes time. That's when I decided to shift my focus from short-term gains to long-term strategies. Little by little, I saw my investments grow. That's the power of patience. What if I told you that impatience could be the reason your financial growth is slowing down? Let's dive into how waiting it out can pay off in the long run. Think about the concept of compound interest. It's a small thing that grows exponentially over time. If you save a small amount of money each month, it can snowball into a significant sum over years. That's the beauty of patience in financial growth. It's about making small, smart decisions every day that pay off in the long run. If you're in it for the long haul, you'll be amazed at how your wealth grows when you just give it time. So how do you cultivate patience in your financial life? It starts by setting realistic expectations. Understand that true wealth is not an overnight process. Stay committed to your financial plan, trust in the process, and let time work its magic. Your efforts will compound, and before you know it, you'll have built something substantial. By the end of this video, I'll share the exact moment when I learned to be patient with my money and how it led to the greatest financial decision of my life. Chapter 11, the importance of financial independence over financial security. It's easy to think of financial security as the ultimate goal. After all, many of us grow up being taught that the key to a stable life is securing a steady job, saving for retirement, and living within our means. But while financial security is important, it's not the end goal. The true goal is financial independence. Financial independence means building a lifestyle where your money works for you rather than you working for money. It's about gaining control over your life, your time, and your future. Which would you choose, financial security or financial independence? Type security or independence in the comments, and I'll explain why financial independence is the real goal. Take Elon Musk, for example. He didn't become the billionaire he is today by just saving for retirement or working a typical 9-to-5 job. He became financially independent by creating businesses that generate massive amounts of wealth, Tesla, SpaceX, and more. He built income streams that gave him the freedom to make choices without worrying about money. His financial independence allowed him to pursue big, bold ideas that could have changed the world, and in many cases, they have. Imagine waking up each day without the worry of where your next paycheck is coming from. That's what true financial independence feels like. It means you can take risks, follow your passions, and make decisions based on your values, not on financial constraints. Financial security might keep you comfortable, but financial independence gives you freedom. What if I told you that financial security might be holding you back from true freedom? Stick with me as I show you why independence is the ultimate financial goal. So, How can you make the shift from thinking about financial security to financial independence? It starts with developing multiple streams of income. This could mean building a business, investing in stocks, real estate, or other assets that generate income. It's about creating a mindset where your money works for you, allowing you to enjoy more freedom in your life. Financial independence allows you to wake up each day knowing that you're in control of your life, and that's the ultimate goal. Stay tuned, because at the end of this video, I'll reveal the steps you can take to move from financial security to true financial independence. It's easier than you think. Chapter 12, Money is a Tool, Not the Goal. One of the most powerful lessons in the psychology of money is that money is simply a tool. It's not the end goal, it's the means to an end. Too often, people become obsessed with the idea of wealth, believing that money itself will bring happiness, fulfillment, or a sense of accomplishment. But the reality is that money is just a tool to help you achieve your bigger goals in life. How many of you see money as the ultimate goal? Drop a yes if you think money is everything. Let me explain why money is actually just a tool for something bigger. Think of money like a hammer. A hammer is not the purpose of building a house, but it's an essential tool to help you achieve that purpose. In the same way, money is a means to create the life you want, whether that's starting a business, traveling the world, helping others, or having the freedom to live on your own terms. What if I told you that the real goal isn't to accumulate money, it's to use money to create the life you want? Let's explore why this shift in mindset can change everything. When you align your financial goals with your true values, money becomes a tool that supports your vision, not the obsession. I learned this lesson early on when I started to think about why I wanted to build wealth. At first, I thought I wanted money just for the sake of having it. But as I reflected more deeply, I realized that money was just a tool to create a life filled with meaning, whether that was spending time with loved ones, traveling, or pursuing personal passions. Chapter 12. Money is a tool, not the goal. Money enables you to live the life you truly desire. At the end of this video, I'll share how I started using money as a tool to create more freedom in my life, and how you can do it too. So, what do you truly want out of life? Once you answer that question, you'll see how money can be used to support that bigger vision. It will no longer be the focus, but instead, the tool that helps you build the life you've always dreamed of. Final thoughts. The journey to financial freedom is not a quick fix or an easy path. But by understanding the psychology behind money, building healthy financial habits, and embracing the tools and mindset that lead to financial independence, you can take control of your financial destiny. Remember, true wealth is about more than just numbers. It's about behavior, discipline, and choices. So are you ready to start mastering the psychology of money? Are you prepared to take control of your financial future and start building the life you've always dreamed of? If you found value in today's discussion, I encourage you to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Keep diving deeper into life-changing books and financial wisdom with me. Together, let's unlock the full potential of our financial futures. In the next video, I'll show you exactly how to start shifting your financial mindset with small, everyday changes. You won't want to miss it.